Hey, how you going? Bit of time between podcasts. Anyway, we're in this amazing time right now. If you've been doing much research yourselves, you'll notice that over the last, I don't know, 6 months, they've been talking a lot about shifting consciousness, that we were going to have a different way of seeing things as a mass, a group of humanity, and that shift would allow us to move into the next dimension, so to speak. Well, we're there. This is, and as I'm talking, I'm just sharing what I've learned through doing research and meditating and experiencing life. So take it as you will. I like to listen to podcasts of other people to stimulate what I know to be true for myself. So anything I ever say, I'm not saying I'm 100% correct or anything, but at this moment in time, in my observation of our situation, is that there seems to be two groups of people. There seems to be the ones who are still trying to get a hold of those deeper, challenging lessons they've got in life that they've maybe carried in their karmic field. And for those people, it still remains quite tricky and hectic, and life is, really challenging them. And then the other group, which is what I've made the channel for, is we've moved into this realm now where we know we're the creators. We know that we manifest our life and that we have a lot of influence on what happens in our life, and that it's up to us to be in our full power, so that no matter what happens around us, have they added fluoride to the water, have they put chemtrails up there, doesn't matter what they do. When you're in your full power and you make your own vows of what you will accept and won't accept, then you're no longer affected by these things. And in observing myself, I've found that that's where that's where we have the possibility to be up to. And so, as I mentioned in one of the shorts, I've been exploring time for a long time. I did a lot of time travel, maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I did lots of research into time travel until I went forward one time. And after I did that, I never really played with it again. I still explored it, but I didn't go too deep into it after that. And so what I'm finding now, like I was mentioning before, after working with the young children, I noticed how they were always rushing around, to do things, to get there, to get on with it. And I thought, well, in the past, we've had the God of power, where different people from different countries have gone in and had wars. Like, I'm the powerful one, and you'll do what? Wait, gee, I just got to turn this off. How do you get rid of it? There. Yeah, like, I'm the boss, and I know what's right, and all of you countries, you're going to do what I believe to be true. And it was all about power. And the Mayan calendar, documented this as well, as we went through that time of power. And then we went into the time of ethics somewhere in there as well, where, what about the value system of what we believe to be true? How does that go? What I've noticed now is that we're not so much caught in the God of money, because that's the tool. It's more the God of time. And if you look at the stresses in your own life and look at how much stress comes from having to meet a time requirement. You've got to be at that appointment, so you've got to rush because there's a time for it. Or I've only got this amount of time to do this. What if every day you actually were aware to see how much time is affecting your behavior and your feelings, and that you actually consciously step back and made choices in those times? Some of them, of course, you can't do anything about. You got to get to work to pay the bills. So that's probably one you couldn't play with. But maybe you're meeting friends for a coffee and you're rushing around trying to get ready and everything. And you're like, right, okay, I'm feeling stressed because I'm playing with the God of time. Okay, what if I just sit down and read for 5 minutes? Let's see what happens. And it's incredible. Once you stop everything and stop following that God of time, everything just slows right down. And then that brings you into the moment. And so once you can find yourself in the moment, then you have endless time. Things that take half an hour normally, you've done them, and it's only been 5 minutes. So the whole reality of time changes. But the way to go about it is, the first step is to notice how you are responding to time in your life. That's the first step. Once you become more aware of that, the next step is starting to intervene in that and actually stop. And so what you're doing is you're getting off the hamster wheel. And so for that moment you get off the hamster wheel, you come into the moment. The third step is to create a life, because we are creators, we can manifest, create a life where you can be in moments. And then what I've found is everything changes. The whole perception, consciousness, everything changes. Like there's no awkwardness when you get together with people because you've got endless time. So you meet people for the first time. There's no urge in you that you've got to, be social or get to know them or anything like that, because you've got endless time. So you can just kick back and relax and enjoy watching the birds or something, and you're getting to know them nice and quietly and slowly because there's no time God. And so, I just wanted to share that one with you today. And I want to hear your comments, what you found about the evolution in consciousness, your version of the whole story. So, peace, love, happy days. Okay, how do I turn off end stream? And okay.